we're live, and we're over at the desktop today. I didn't do this on on my laptop. I decided to come over here to my desktop. Easier to set up tonight, and we'll do that real quick and that. So, hey, it's already mid-April. We're already on the main channel. I'm already have some controversies already on the most recent videos over there. Talk about our vacation plans. I'm planning to do a live show to go in more detail. Right now, this is what we got: official, unofficial, whatever we got, and it's going to be pricey for us. And this is money that we already have through our wonderful little what they call COVID unemployment. The 6-7 weeks of COVID unemployment that we collected last year to help pay last year's vacation and going into this year's vacation, plus the 3 stimulus checks. I mean, budget-wise, we're at our best budget for any vacation, and we're just going to pamper ourselves for the 2 weeks that we got planned. Right now, like I said, planning a vacation is right now, even during the pandemic, still planning a trip, planning a vacation is more harder than it actually is, because what we plan to do is we had to make some changes in a way, because we have to accommodate what states are open and what states are still closed. And what the states are still closed is the ones that we cannot go to until things open up. But I have to make this book as soon as possible, which is not easy to do. Uh, Talked to my employer recently. He's thinking or not thinking, but he's thinking about giving us the 2 weeks. I think he will grant us the 2 weeks because I think we deserve it, because we spend more. We work more hours than anybody else that they ask us to. We work more, like I said, more hours than we are asked to, and it'd be nice that we get accommodated with the time off that people that we work for has to work now for us while we're gone and that. So, and unfortunately, it's coming in one shot, unfortunately. But once we get granted our vacation, and which we probably will, because right now I got part of it already booked. And how much we spent already? This is what got some controversy on my main channel as of tonight. According to some of a comment, I shouldn't be using the money to clean up, buy a maid to clean up the stuff. But like I said, we don't. We're busy people. I mean, we're just busy, and that. So that's why I haven't been on lately, because we've been busy and that. So, okay, what has changed so far when we are planning a vacation is not easy to do, because you almost have to get out the old. You almost have to get out your, you have to get out your piece of paper, your pen, pen or pencil, dot out what you want, get the calculator going, smoke that calculator, see what your budget is, and see what your budget allows. And that right now, my budget allows us to have the best vacation ever. And guess what? We're going to share it on the channel. And if I get bonehead comments like that again, I'm just going to say, hey, it's our vacation. We're going to share it. If you like it or not, we're going to share it, because it's a vacation that we've been wanting for years, and it will cost money. The difference is between the other YouTube channels and my channel is we already got the money. We don't need a beg. We don't need a wine. We don't need a guabble. We don't make people to say pay up in all those other stuff, because basically we don't need that extra money anyway, because we already got the money. We got the money already lined up. Uh, let's put it this way. My bank account's pretty close to 5 figures. That's probably the highest I've ever been, technically. So budget-wise, we're good. We're good to go. In fact, we're so good to go, we're even going to have leftover money. Actually, we're going to have leftovers money as it is. Okay, what we got planned right now? As of right now, uh, for because I was going to make this video a little later, but I thought I'm going to come out and make a little rant on that. and I'll probably make another video tomorrow on the main channel or some other time. I'm planning to do a live show anyway over there on the Ancient Chuck Show, talk about what we got planned and booked. Right now, I still got to book a few things. Okay. What's off the docket right now is California. It's off the list because California, as of right now, is still, as for has the quarantine restrictions still in play. They're asking or requiring, either asking or requesting or suggesting, but we're not going to take no chances in case of squealers. You know how Californians are; they can squeal like pigs. Uh, so we're not going to take a chance going to California. So California is right now is off the list. Potential YouTube meetup that we have planned, hopefully we'll try to do, is not going to happen. Totally not going to happen at all. Uh, so California is off our list. The Amtrak train ride I've been talking about on the main channel is still a go. It's still a go, but instead of getting off at LA, we're going to get off at Flagstaff because Arizona is wide open, and you got the Grand Canyon, you got the Sedona National Park, you got Phoenix, a couple of small amusement parks there. And since I'm a Cubs fan, the Chicago Cubs is playing in Phoenix. So I'm planning to try to snatch a couple tickets for Angie and I to take in a Cubs game. Even the major leagues has done us wrong by cleaning out the minor league system. Uh, we're just we're just going to try to make one major league game on vacation, and we'll deal the major leagues later in that. Okay, what I got planned is the Amtrak train ride. We got a good deal on it. We spent like what was my final cost? My final cost was just over $900. I had to pay trip insurance to insure the trip in case something happens. Like cancel. If I had to cancel last minute, I can get refunded the money to that point, and we'll be good to go there. So we just got that basically set up. That's already bought and paid for already. What was also bought and paid for is our hotel uh, and Flagstaff already. That's bought and paid for. Now, our biggest expense is going to be the car rental. The car rental is going to be the biggest expense, and I'm not done with it yet. It's about $1,500 for 2 weeks, and that includes the car rental for the 2 weeks, taxes and fees, and a drop-off fee. Yes, I had to pay a drop-off fee to return the car back where we live here in Iowa. So I got to return the car here to Iowa. Then I have to pay that drop-off fee, unless I heard through another YouTube channel, unless one of our local officers that I'm going to plan to return the car back is short-handed a car. Are short-handed a car, there's a chance they could waive that drop-off fee. They could waive it. So that's 50-50 proposition right there. They could end up waiving that, which would be great because I'll get refunded that drop-off fee if that does happen. And that means, wow, we got a down payment for next year's vacation and that. So that's just covering the first weeks of spending. I estimated about $3,000. Ouch! And yes, we do have the money. We do have the money. That's just the first week. And that car rental does not include the insurance that goes with it because we will have to buy their insurance. I tried to get a deal with my local agent that we deal with, and as far as we know, uh, they don't do that kind of deals. I have to go someplace else. If I'm planning to rent if I'm going to plan to rent, let's say 2 cars, I'm planning to rent a car again in June to go on a quick out of town trip. I do have a budget for that, and it's a quick out of town trip, so that wouldn't cost no more. The grand total of that should not cost more than $900. I don't expect it to be that much anyway. Just one car, week rental, few hotel, food, ball game, then and souvenirs, and that's basically it. Just head home. But the main trip in July, this is our main vacation. Like I said, it is a pain. We're still not done yet because on the way home we got to calculate the one routes that I'm planning to calculate. There's a couple states that's in our way, and then those states require a 10-day quarantine if you're planning to stay even a night. They want you on a 10-day quarantine. So our goal is to drive through the entire state without stopping. So I gotta calculate fuel. So before I get on the way home, I have to calculate the fuel usage, and the best way to do that when we leave from Las Vegas through the Rocky Mountains. That's where I'm going to calculate how much fuel we need to use by going to, of course, Rocky Mountains is mostly hills, up and down, and all that stuff. And the state we plan to go through is mostly flatland. So fuel costs will be a lot cheaper that way too. So we'll consider that cheaper costs because we're not climbing up any hills, mountains, and we don't have to worry about slamming on the brakes going down any hills and that. So yeah, just calculating. I mean, getting out a pen and paper, scribbling it all out, blah, 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 and all that stuff. It's just it really is a pain when you plan these trips because sometimes with this COVID situation, you think you may be good to go, but there's always last minute snafus. We had a couple last year. Tell you we had a couple last year. Hang on a second here. I'm going to mute. Be back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay, like I said, this is probably because of the COVID. No, because of the COVID-19 and the pandemic. Planning this was not easy to do. They trained just to avoid of using the mask. Now they have a mask policy on Amtrak trains. Now the policy is this: if you ride coach, you are required to wear your mask all the time, except when you're eating and drinking, and or you're maybe in a private bathroom. You decide I need to go to the bathroom. You just use the bathroom, just take off the mask anyway. Now in the roomette, this is plain as day. In the roomette, we're in a private room. We're not required to wear our face mask in a private room unless if the door is closed and completely closed, shut, completely closed and privacy curtain closed, and we can take those masks off during the time until we plan to leave the roomette, which we have booked a roomette. That's what our biggest expenses is we booked a roomette. All meals are included. All non-alcoholic drinks is included. Non-alcoholic, yeah. So beer is an upcharge. All the liquors are upcharged on Amtrak, unless they had a deal that they buy your first drink. The first drink's on them, and the rest you gotta pay out of pocket. Basically, I don't know if they'll have that policy time we roll around because rumor has it they're going to be back serving full regular dinners upon when mid-May rolls around, when the trains start going back to 7 days a week. That's when they're going to start doing the dining rooms, which would be great because I'd like to have a good cooked meal on that train. I've always heard good stuff about it. Some bad stuff about it. It's probably better than the glorified microwave meal that they're serving right now. I heard there's some good things about it. I heard there's some bad things about it. But we'll just see what happens when we take that trip, basically. Oh, yeah, we will be doing a rant or two while we're on vacation. I'm bringing the laptop, bringing the camera, this camera up here. We'll do a couple live shows. Maybe we'll do one in Vegas. I'm planning to stay at the El Cortez. That's where Rosie O'Kelly stays. I heard there's some good deals there. Even when you throw in the resort fees, it's still a good deal, and I would go there because he's good. to go to. We're near Fremont Street, which is a lot of good stuff going on in Fremont. Original, it's if I want to be old school gambler, I'd rather go on Fremont versus the new strip. We're gonna go on the old strip versus the new strip. Basically, the new strip is those mega casinos. Very expensive to stay, very expensive to play, all that stuff. I mean, it's just money, 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 money. I just want action. Don't have to worry about the how much money I have to spend. Actually, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in Las Vegas area too, besides gambling and walking. We're going to do something else there, but I have to get that part booked yet. That's another part I had not booked. That's week 2. Got to go into that. And I also plan on going to 3 amusement parks: a small one in Phoenix, one in Missouri, and of course one here in Iowa. We're planning to hit that one again. So I gotta get that all budgeted. And like I said, budget wise, I mean, we're good. I don't have to worry about going over budget because we will have everything covered. Unless we don't go overspending in Vegas, we're going to have a lot of leftover money, and that leftover money will be put towards next year's vacation, which would be great, fantastic. I'll have next year's vacation already paid for. Almost. Just got to add a couple $1,000 to it. That's it. We'll just have to wait and see how I do that. Right now, like I said, planning this year was almost like it was last year. Last year, when we planned last year's vacation, we had to cancel everything going out east because of the COVID-19. We canceled everything that was going east. That's going to be. I'm looking towards that to be in 2022 for vacation. That we're planning on that one instead. We'll see how that goes. How it goes between now and next year. But this year, Amtrak train ride is still on. We're not going to ride. We're not riding all the way to LA. We're getting off at Flagstaff. And we're going to do stuff we're going to spend a couple of days that night and one day in Flagstaff. And we'll get out that Thursday. We'll head down towards Phoenix. And we'll do about 3 nights down in Phoenix. Then the Sunday, we'll start heading to Vegas. Then we'll do Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, start heading our way home on Thursday. Get through the Rocky Mountains on Thursday. Probably get to somewhere around Missouri by Friday easily. Do the one amusement park on Saturday. Head up to Iowa on Sunday. Amusement park Monday in Iowa. Then head for home on Tuesday. We'll have Wednesday to unwind and return the car to our local to one of our local rent car rentals that we have basically. So, and if they charge a drop off fee, we got the money for that. If they don't, well, it's more money for us to spend. If they decide to refund that money, that's more money for us to spend in that. So, and why do I got a funny feeling when I do this on a live show on the main channel where it's monetized, where we have a super chat and PayPal links? I got a funny feeling some people is going to just, donate anyway. Thought we were a little short. I'm just going to tell them right now we're not short at all. We're just not short. We're not short anyway. No way, shape, or form. I'm trying not to be that much short on money wise because we just base it on our budget, what we have, financials, what we have, and if we're almost at 5, if we're figuring we're going to be around 5 digits in our bank accounts combined. Budget-wise, we're good. I mean, we're excellent. I mean, we're perfect on budget-wise. But there's channels out there will say, "Well, I need this, I need this, I need this, and I need you guys to pay for it." And that's not happening on this channel. It's not happening on the main channel. Even when we do have those links available, it's not going to happen anyway. I don't want it to happen. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. But if it does, we're just going to either A, refund the money, or B, just put it towards something else for other content later in the year, or put it towards next year. Who knows? I don't know. Haven't decided. That's a controversy itself, basically. So that's something that I have to decide over on the main channel, on the Angie and Chuck Show channel. Basically, what we're planning to do is that and that. So, like I said, it's not easy to plan any trips at all, especially in a pandemic. You have to see what's open. As of right now, guaranteed states that are open is Arizona, Nevada, Iowa, where we live is open. Missouri is open. I think parts of Colorado is open. I think most of Colorado is open, but there is some restrictions. I think in the Denver area, I'm not for sure. Usually, the bigger cities they tend to have a little bit more restrictions, but we're not planning to stay in Denver. It's just going to be a drive. It's going to be a drive through, and we're planning to stay somewhere east of Denver, close to another state line as much as possible because we will have to drive completely through that one state almost without stopping because that's one of the two states that has the quarantine regulations unless they plan to lift it by then. If it is, pit stop. Got a place I want to stop at uh, along the way there just to experience some uniqueness at some rest area, I guess, in that one state. We'll decide that later on a later date what that state that is. But yeah, we're planning to stop in Missouri, so it's going to be somewhere. I think it's Kansas. We'll be going through Kansas. I think Kansas is the state that has the restrictions similar to California, but if you're just driving through, you shouldn't have to worry about it. If you're just driving through, but if you're planning to like stop a night or two, then it's going to be an issue. They want a 10-day quarantine, regardless. So we'll just plan to just hopefully just drive straight through without fueling and stop and for a bite to eat. Like I said, planning these trips is not easy, especially in the old days where our budget was a little bit more tighter. Right now, our budget is so loose that we can splurge a nice hotel room in Vegas if we wanted to, but we decided not to because I think we're gonna be staying at we may be staying at a higher price hotel someplace else. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see how my final trip goes. Right now, it's just what it is. Like I said, money wise, we're good. Money wise, we're good. I mean, we're car rental. We got that. I got that budget already figured out. Even we have to add insurance. I got that figured out. I got that money set aside. Money spoke for. I got all my hotel rooms reserved. One's already paid for already. I got the receipt for it, and my Amtrak is already paid for. Got the receipt for that one, and it's already paid for. So we're good to go on that end. Especially a hotel in Flagstaff. That's already paid for. It's already bought and paid for because we got a good deal on it, so we paid for it. So we got to make sure that part of the trip happens. And that rest of the trip, I wouldn't care less. But if we book Vegas, I got to make sure that has to happen because if we're staying at the El Cortez casino, hotel and casino, that's going to be paid up front. I'm pretty sure that's going to be paid up front. I have to find out what other YouTuber does that hotel. I think Rosie O'Kelly stays over there too. That's her favorite casino she goes to. That's where we're planning to stay. It's walking distance to the Fremont Experience. All we do is just park the car and forget about it. Basically, right there. So we're good to go in that part. We'll just have to book it. That's all we have to do is just book what hotels I need. The one I need to calculate is from what hotel I'm planning to stay once we leave Vegas and once we get to Colorado. How far east of Denver I want to get it close to this Kansas state line as much as possible. So this way we can just fuel up in the morning and just go straight through Kansas without stopping and make only stop in once we get into Missouri and that. So I think we should be good to go in that area. Unless some things changes. We're hoping things don't change. We heard there's going to be a lot more openings this summer. I think a lot of restrictions are going to be lifted. People's getting vaccinated. That's going to require some restrictions to be lifted in some form. Just see what happens. We are not required to be vaccinated. Riding Amtrak, we are not required to be vaccinated, but they just suggest wear face masks, hand sanitizers, social distancing. That's what they're requiring. That's what we're going to follow through. And that's what we do best. If we need private time to ourselves, we're perfect candidates for social distancing, people. Come on. I mean, if we want to stay quiet to ourselves, we could do social distancing with the best of them. And that. So that's all we do best. That. So private time to ourselves, social distancing can do it for you. And that. So tell you what, I'm going to go ahead. Like I said, uh, planning a trip is not easy. Regardless if you have the money or you're on a tight budget. A tight budget is really harder to do, but if you know how to budget it, it's really easy to do. It's that simple. But now we got all this extra money. Do we really want to spend it right now, early in the vacation, or wait till late in the vacation? I prefer wait till later in the vacation. Actually, I prefer just have a leftover money and pay for next year's vacation. That's what I want to do. So I will stay at. Uh, I'm not going to stay at a first class hotel. It's not me. The only first class hotel I stayed at is if it's already bought and paid for. With another, let's say that riverboat ride I took last year, the Twilight Riverboat. Uh, that Grand Harbor up in Dubuque, Iowa. That is a nice hotel room. What I call first class hotel room. To me, it looks like first class in a way because we were on the sixth floor Riverside, Riverview, so we got to see the sunrise and maybe watch a couple barges go up and down the river. Who knows? We stayed there for one night, and that was a pretty pricey hotel on average because it includes the water park and that. So that's pretty pricey, and you got a casino right across the street. And a lot of activities in the area too. There used to be a lot of industrial areas, and they just turned it to one big tourist trap in that area in Dubuque, and they did a very good job of creating it and that. So, but that was last year's vacation. That was fun last year, going on a 2-day riverboat ride, going up from LeClaire, Iowa to Dubuque, Iowa. That was fun. Would I do that again? Yeah. How soon? Not right now. Not this year. Probably not next year. Maybe if we decided to go on a few days and say, hey, let's do a 2-day quick getaway, we'll do it. Who knows? But right now, we're just gonna wrap up this video, this live stream and all that stuff. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta watch some videos anyway. I gotta go make a reply to. I gotta redo my reply to all my comments earlier. It's our budget. We got the money. We're gonna spend it on our vacation. We're gonna pamper ourselves real good. If you don't like it, then just tell that person to unsubscribe and go away. Basically. I don't know. I've been having some controversial comments, especially when people don't like it when I drink. But I tell you what, I hold my liquor better than anybody else on YouTube. Trust me. Been there, done that. All right. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe button, notification bell. We'll see you guys later. We're out of here.